Curtain Jerks is brought to you by Audible.com. Get your free audiobook download at audibletrial.com/comedy podcast network. Over 100,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android. Whoa! Lightning! Smoke!
Yeah, love to read. Yeah, good times.
Macho Man Randy Savage, what are you doing here?
Yeah, love to read. Talking about reading. Yeah, got a book right here.
Hey, wait a minute. You know, with audible.com /audibletrial.com/comedy podcast network.
There's a lot of slashes in there. I don't know if any of those are accurate.
Really? Let me try that again. You know, at audibletrial.com/comedy podcast network, you can read things with your ears on your iPhone, your Android, your Kindle, or your MP3 player.
What do you mean? I don't have to pick up a book no more?
Yeah, you had the most muscular pinky I'd ever seen when you picked up that book.
That's right. See, the problem is that I have with books is they're my enemy. Yeah, because I always get paper cuts. That's why I always got tape on my fingers.
Macho Man Randy Savage, you don't have to cut your fingers anymore on books. You can listen to these books.
No more paper cuts?
No more paper cuts.
The beauty of Audible is I got no more paper cuts, so I can read even more with my ears.
That sounds like a hell of a slogan. The beauty of Audible is no more paper cuts.
No more paper cuts for the Macho Man. No. So you telling me that I gotta pay for no more paper cuts?
See, that's the beauty part, Macho Man Randy Savage. With this, you get a free audiobook once you use the Curtain Jerks promo code.
Free audiobook? Yeah, dig it.
That's free, and then you're also going to be free of paper cuts.
Free of paper cuts, free downloads, free everything. The show is free. I like it.
You know what, Macho Man Randy Savage? You're welcome.
Let's go to the circus.
Let's do it.
Welcome to Curtain Jerks, right here on the Comedy Podcast Network with new theme song.
What a great tune.
Right?
Man, I'm stoked coming down the ramp to that, Scott.
Friend of the podcast, Mike Constantini, composed that. Why are you looking at me like that?
I got a little lost because we didn't do our introductions first.
This is our intro.
I know, but
it's new and it's rocking. That's why your mind is blown already, as are the listeners.
Okay, how about this?
They can't handle it.
You're Scott Narver.
Oh, that thing?
Yeah, that thing.
Oh, well, the song is just so much more important.
Is it still playing right now? I'm really rocking out to it.
It's echoing through your head. I'm Scott Narver.
I'm Steve Sears.
We're comedians in Hollywood and love professional wrestling.
Easily distracted.
Mike Constantini, friend of the show. I'm going to get some plug information for him because that was the latest draft, and we just wanted to get it out there. So we're going to be plugging Mike more and check him out and to send him nice things along the way. Just love the song.
I love this tune.
We had to get it up right away. The race to Curtain Jerks GM. Last week was very, very close. It was a heated race. It was a tie all week long, up until the very end between Jack Swagger, Iron Sheik. The winner is Jack Swagger.
He's pulled ahead in the news. He's pulled ahead in our common interests.
Yeah.
Everybody's excited for Mania. Sheik, he's got a special dick-shaped hole in all of our hearts where he fills up.
Yeah.
A dick-shaped place in all our hearts.
A dick-shaped place. So what we're going to do now, we have 6 semifinalists, okay? Here's what's going to happen. We're going to take the 6 semifinalists, give them a minute promo on this episode of this podcast. We're going to give them a minute. A la, your TNA gut check or your tough enough of this last sort of plea of...
Or a college dissertation or a...
I don't know. I didn't go to college.
Or a hearing in a court.
Never been caught, so I wouldn't know.
You're good. Not going to college and not getting caught. It looks like you learned something on the streets.
I did.
Hard Knocks University, Scott.
Yeah, don't step and poop. Thanks, the movie The Jerk. So we're going to take these 6 semifinalists. They're going to give a minute promo as to why they should make it into the finals. And what you, the listener, what you jerks are going to do out there is you're going to vote for your top 2 favorites on Twitter, Facebook, curtainjerks@gmail.com, whichever is easiest for you.
Yeah, this is like a championship scramble right now for the Curtain Jerks general manager hood ship.
The top 2 spots. Because then those two guys will then face each other one-on-one next week for the most coveted of all spots Curtain Jerks GM.
That's right. The acting general manager on a comedy wrestling podcast.
Yeah.
It's big.
There's no other, like, where else are you going to get that?
Nowhere.
Only here.
Yeah, only here.
So, again, I haven't said it yet. The 6 semifinalists we have are Goldust, John Laurinaitis, Randy Orton's Feces, Jack Swagger, AW, and Macho Man Randy Savage. So there's no, we shouldn't dawdle. There's no time to dawdle.
Let's not dawdle.
Let's not dawdle.
Let's not dawdle.
First up, Goldust. So let's bring Goldust in here.
Ooh, yeah, guys. Thanks for having me.
Hi, Goldust.
Give me this great opportunity to, state my case and let you guys know to not fire me because, gut check. I like to check your guts.
Well, that's very strange. So, Goldust, you've heard what we're gonna do. We've emailed you. We've left you voicemail, so you should know the process. Get your fingers away from my nose.
Yeah. I painted these batting gloves myself.
Well, congratulations on that. So you're going to have a minute to tell the listeners as to why they should vote for you for their top 2 faves.
I don't even know if I need a full minute, Scott Narvert, Steve Sears. Perhaps I'm just going to fill you both up way sooner than that, way more than you originally anticipated.
Well, I hope you don't.
I'm like a big purple Japanese tentacle filling you up.
Have you started?
Yeah. When's this counter start?
It's starting now. Go.
Okay, count me in. Here I go. Listen to this, guys. As the acting general manager for Curtain Jerks bodysuits.
Are you done?
Bodysuits.
What is happening? Why are you doing the splits slowly?
Bodysuits. Bodysuits. Scott Narver, Steve Sears. Everybody's going to get bodysuits and wear hot, tight, plastic, leather-licking leather good bodysuits. We're all going to wear bodysuits.
Okay. Is that... You've finished the splits.
Yes.
Do you need help getting up?
Yes.
All right. Well, here you go.
Thank you. And if you could pour that water bottle here in the neck, just in the front of my bodysuit.
Here, you just take the water
No,
bottle.
pour the bottle into my bodysuit.
Well, it's not...
Pour the bottle into my bodysuit.
Someone's been
pour the
drinking
bottle
out of
into my
it.
bodysuit.
It's not-
Pour the bottle into my
The seal's
bodysuit.
been broken.
Pour the bottle into my
All
bodysuit.
right, here you go.
Now my seal's been broken.
Okay, that's your time. So there's Goldust, everybody. Keep them in mind. Goldust. All right, so breaking news. I like that we record on a Wednesday. There's all this breaking news all the time on a
Well, it's the middle of the
Wednesday.
week, so where it's the hump day, but that hump is sort of like all that news that's been put underneath the rug. Like if the news is a mess and we're cleaning up the blogosphere or the internet,
Right.
we're sweeping it all under the rug.
internet.
I said that earlier. I said that I was a heated moment.
You said you hate the internet.
I take it back. I love you, internet.
Yeah, that's where you're...
You know the quickest way to hate the internet? Reading comments on anything.
True.
Yeah.
Except for our comments.
Yeah, if you could find them.
Yeah, there's some.
Yeah.
And there's some bad ones.
Then there's some good ones.
Sometimes you just guys are mean and hurtful.
Yeah, sometimes people just say mean things on the internet.
Yeah. But there's a lot of good stuff that's said.
And also, when they say mean things, it's also in a really creative way. That's the stuff that's fun.
That is fun.
Yeah.
At made_909 tweeted this to us. He said, breaking. PW Insider has confirmed Undertaker versus CM Punk at WrestleMania 29. Contract signed, sealed, and on.
Wow. How is this confirmed?
It was tweeted to us, Steve.
Oh, so through the majesty of my love-hate relationship with the internet?
There was nothing on Raw.
Nothing?
Nothing on Raw, except for a tout from, I guess, a house show that Undertaker showed up.
That's what I heard. He did a tag match with against Sandow, I think.
They didn't say on the show what it was, but I was so confused that they were showing a tout and the Undertaker coming out. I didn't pay attention much because I just assumed it was from last year.
Uh-huh.
And it was like, why are they showing this? This is weird. Like, you really want people on tout to look for the Undertaker? Is this like Leslie Nielsen looking for him all those many years ago?
I wonder if the confirmation was also someone holding a sign up at a live event that said Punk versus Undertaker ?
Oh, then there you go.
Yeah.
It's confirmed.
Confirmed.
What PW Insider? They're huge.
I'm excited.
So it's done. Is this influence you in any way now about WrestleMania?
You know what, Scott? I think I'm going to watch WrestleMania this year.
Really?
Yeah, based on that.
Okay.
I'm lying. I was going to watch it.
Oh, I had one year where I didn't want to watch it because of what a match was.
What, Big Boss Man versus Undertaker?
No. Miz versus John Cena.
Yeah.
I wanted to boycott, but everybody was watching it and kept telling me, like, I have to watch it too. And it was at where I lived.
Oh, so you didn't have a choice.
Yeah, I was very upset because I did not want to throw money at that WrestleMania, and it turns out I didn't like it.
Yeah, that was also not a great WrestleMania.
Yeah, it was a lackluster.
Wasn't The Rock there not doing anything besides he was? He came out and took 30 minutes to start WrestleMania.
Yeah, and then there's that iconic thing where he's holding the microphone and then holds it back, and then if you smell la 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 la, the pose that he does. When they cut to two guys in the crowd doing that. Right. It looks like they're chugging dicks
because they
have no microphone.
They're not doing the fist; they're pantomiming the microphone.
Yeah, and their heads are back and they're moving a little bit.
They're doing the invisible cylinder.
Out.
Yeah, they're licking lollipops. They're licking big lollipops.
Big horse lollipops. So there you go. That's cool news. I mean, I hope that does happen. I hope that is true. I don't know if it is. Other big news that's probably bigger than that. I'm more excited for this next bit than I am the previous bit.
The bit that just happened. This bit's going to bite you harder.
Yeah, this bit's going to bite hard and you're going to get bought.
All right.
Fandango is debuting on Smackdown.
Yeah, baby! Woo!
I love this guy. I love this Fandango.
Do you know anything about him besides his glittery persona and his? I'm really excited about this.
I know when he says his name, it echoes.
It echoes past his promo.
Let me see if I can do it right now. Let me see if I can do it. Let me see if I can make an echo without any audio help from our producer, Phil Ranta.
No.
Let's just see if it happens. Let's see if I have the chops to be a Fandango.
I need you to do that sort of dance move where it looks like you're hugging your own stomach and then you're sort of rotating your hands and then you whip your head to the side.
Because people give him a lot of shit. Like he says Fandango can make it echo. Let me see if I can do it for myself.
Okay.
Scott. No. I don't know. I have to go back and play it. It's like white noise.
Yeah.
So I didn't hear it here, but I can only hear so much.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So
I think I heard it.
Did you hear it?
I think I did.
Well, we'll see. Let's see if I got the chops. Because if so, then I say Fandango and I should be a tag team.
Snarvango.
Whoa. Buy your movie tickets and have no dates.
Well, they do the promo on Raw, and then it ends, and then you'll see Lawler and Cole, and then you hear go like right afterwards. Mm-hmm. Like it's still echoing in the arena.
I think that Brodus Clay and that 10 side need to look out because
there's a new dancer in town.
And those Funkadactyls, they could be swept off their feet by Fandango.
That would be a great I wouldn't mind
that wouldn't be great. No, I
wouldn't mind that storyline.
I wouldn't mind it either, but it wouldn't be great.
No, it wouldn't.
It'd be humorous.
Yeah, I guess the problem is the things that we enjoy piss off a lot of people.
It's true. It pisses off the wrestling purists.
I think it's called the internet wrestling community, Scott.
Oh, the wrestling pussies.
Whoa, hey.
Stepping through those ropes, man. What do you got?
Is that them talking to you or you talking to them? Or you guys just saying the exact same thing back to each other?
Who? Snarvdongo.
Who's your tag team?
Yeah.
I like it.
Snarvdongo.
It also sounds like a creepy, like very effeminate eyeball dinosaur creature animatronic at Disneyland.
It is.
Hi, I'm Snarvdongo.
Well, on to the race to Curtain Jerks GM. We have our next candidate who's been waiting, and he's
pacing back and forth, which is very strange.
Oh, he's
taking his tie off. Oh, and now he's retying his tie.
I'm gonna go get something to drink. I don't want to be around.
All right. Please sit down, Mr. Laurinaitis, John Laurinaitis.
Mommy.
John, Mr. Laurinaitis.
Mommy.
Mr. Laurinaitis.
Yes, I am warming up my vocal cords because I am going to dazzle you with a song.
Well, thank you for joining us, Mr. Laurinaitis.
Thank you for having me, Curtain Jerks. Jerk power.
Please put your hand down.
Jerk power.
Put your hand down.
No more people power. Jerk power.
No, you haven't been on TV in months.
It's right, because I'm trying to be a general manager of a podcast.
Well, I guess
Wave of the future.
Well, I guess we appreciate your time and dedication.
Well, yes, my lovely sultry voice will lull in more listeners.
Oh, our canary just died. The canary, the podcast.
Don't mind there. Stay out of that mine.
That canary that
Don't
we have.
Don't mind those coals.
All right. Well, what do you have for us? This is your last chance.
I have 9 minutes, correct?
No, 1 minute.
1 minute?
that actually started about 15, 20 seconds ago.
All right, well, what I can do for you listeners out there, jerk power, is I can give you a song in your heart that'll put a smile on your face, like this classic. He's just a common man, working hard with his hands. He's just a common man, working hard with his hands. Oh, he's a man, American dream.
Mr.
Dusty
Lordice?
Road song.
Mr. Lordice, are you all right?
Wow, the canary's alive again.
Oh my God! But it's like it was in Pet Cemetery. It looks like its wings are broken and its neck is twisted the wrong way.
I'll make everybody happy. I'll bring everyone to life like that canary.
God, no.
I'll make all the guests in a good mood by singing them a song right as they come in.
I
to
think
do
my
an interview.
eyes are bleeding.
Well, and see, I'll get all those toxins out of your eyes. Those are toxins right there.
Mr. Laurinaitis,
Ha ha ha. Money, 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 money.
Shane McMahon.
No. That's $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase. Everybody's got a price.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I got you.
There you go. I'm going to sing songs for you.
So that's what you'll do for the fans, and that's what you'll do for us
I'll
as the
sing
general
all the time.
manager.
I'll sing on Twitter for you guys.
Sing on Twitter.
I'll sing on Twitter. It'll be easy.
All right. Well, you know what? That's time, Mr. Laurinaitis.
All right.
I actually, you know what? I think you've made quite an impression this time around. Ordinarily, I'd feel like I would want to kill myself after meeting and talking with you, but today I feel like, I don't know, it just feels different. I feel more optimistic.
Look in my eyes. What do you see? The cult of personality.
All right. Okay. Get out of here. Get out of here. Good God. Scott, welcome back.
Yeah, thanks.
How's your water?
Oh, it's delicious. It comes from a Brita.
A Brita.
I don't like these Brita kinds, though. It's the long laydown kind. I think you got to go with pitcher. You got to go with pitcher. Otherwise, it's a pain. Because there's a whole level of water at the bottom.
Oh, the fish tank.
And you can't get it.
You can't do the fish tank one. You got to tilt it.
I don't want to do that. That's why it's already laying down.
Yeah, and if you have all that coal sediment down there, charcoal.
We should really get rid of this coal mine.
Yeah,
I don't think it's gonna pay. I don't think we're gonna find these diamonds we're looking for.
Yeah, this is the last time we record on location from a coal mine.
Oh, this is the last one?
Yeah, this is it.
Ah, fuck. Well, another thing that happened, Steve, that was very exciting to know.
Tell me all about it, Scott.
The Shield.
Ooh.
You're a big fan of the Shield.
I'm a huge fan of the
you love
Shield.
The Shield. I'm a big fan of the Shield as well. The Shield has released, of course, their iTunes song, which we've talked about before. They now have a T-shirt available.
Yeah, welcome to the fold.
The Shield on the front, and on the back, justice isn't free.
Nice. I like it.
And neither is that shirt, apparently.
No, it's what, a good $25.99, $24.99?
Probably, yeah. Probably $25.
That's good. Well, now it's good to see that they're inside of the corporate model of WWE.
So you going to get this shirt?
No.
No?
I don't think so.
You're not going to support the Shield?
No, those, actually, you know what's weird? Is I was going to say, no, they're not good guys. I think they are good guys.
No, they're not good guys.
I think they're good guys.
You think they're good guys?
Well, think about it this way.
I will.
They're bad guys to everybody else, but the three of them, it's always them pulling each other out of the frying pan. Like in every match, it's like quick tags, it's pulling somebody out of the ring, and every match ends with them sort of hugging and pulling each other away from the ring and like making an escape.
That's like a frat.
I guess
you were in a frat, right?
We call them fraternities.
Frat.
Or frat for short. Frat.
You were in a frat. What frat were you in?
I was in Teak. I think Ta Kappa Epsilon.
Wait. Say it again. I talked over it.
Teak. Ta Kappa Epsilon?
What does that mean?
The Greek numbers. I don't know. No, it's the Greek alphabet.
Come on. It had to mean something.
Animal
House meant something.
Oh, yeah. The keg is empty. TKE.
Oh, that was their joke back in the day.
Yeah. The keg's empty.
So, okay. So you were in a frat. Did you feel like you were in the Shield then? Are they your brothers for life?
No, see, you're pushing the fraternity aspect, and I don't think that it's a fraternity aspect.
No?
No, I think it's
They
them.
have vests.
So? We didn't
That's
have
like
vests.
sweaters with Greek letters on them.
We didn't even have sweaters. Oh, no, we did have sweaters.
You did have sweaters.
Yeah.
Where's your sweater?
I don't know. I think it's in at home, like bundled up with all my college gear, like, you know, with those little flags that are triangles and like the little felt hats that the guy wore. And
Next time you go home, I really want to see the sweater. Break it out.
I'll see if I can find it.
I think everybody at home listening to this also wants to see you in this frat swag.
You know, I was only active for a short time. It was a good bunch of guys, but I just
The
went
Shield
in.
might only be active for a short time too.
You take that back, Scott.
They might Roman Reigns might do something bad.
Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns. What do you think his name was?
Just Reigns.
Ramen Reigns?
Tyler. I thought it was Tyler Reigns.
No, that's Tyler Black, but he's not Tyler Black.
Then who's Luther Black?
Luther Reigns?
Yeah.
Lex Luthor.
Lex Luger.
This is what old guys must be like at like the Cauliflower Alley.
What's Cauliflower Alley?
It's like the old wrestlers, like the Cauliflower Alley Club. One year I tried to go to it. I called them up because I was planning on going to WrestleMania 20, I think it was. And then I called them up to see if I could go. Mm-hmm. And I think I talked to one of the main guys because it was like this. What do you want? And I said, am I able to attend? Like, I found out enough information of where it was and everything. He's like, what do you mean, can you attend? Like, is it open to the public to attend this event? No. Oh.
Well, what is it? It's you say alley, you made me think it's a bunch of old wrestlers with card tables set up in a hallway signing autographs.
Well, cauliflower.
Cauliflower ear.
Yeah. So it's like it's I guess like it refers to an old wrestling school of sorts. And it's old school wrestling guys. That's where you go if you're legit. If you're legit and you're respected amongst the communities where you go. So I tried to go.
And it's in whatever city WrestleMania is?
I think it's like a East Coast New York thing. And I wanted to go, and then I think I paid for the ticket, but I didn't end up going to WrestleMania, and I thought there's no way of calling back and trying to get the charge reversed. But
yeah. He
basically charged me double, which I was fine with. He's like, if you want to come, it's like $80, okay? I'm like, all right, fine.
Well, what do they do?
I've
never heard of this.
I would have got the shit kicked out of me if I actually went.
No, you probably would have recognized some people and been able to talk to them.
I would have been there in a Matt Hardy V1 shirt with a camera and, weighing like a $150 soaking wet amongst just badass dudes that are all friends and know each other. Amongst the frat, there's the nerd. Like, that's what it is. Well, I'm in the frat house, and I'm like, hey, guys, can I pledge?
Well, I should point out, Scott, that fraternities aren't, like, from the 80s.
They're all from Animal House,
No, they're not Animal House. You think they're all Revenge
of the Nerds.
Yeah, you think it's all Revenge of the Nerds.
They are.
No, they're not.
I can please a cheerleader, because that's all I think about.
But I mean, most fraternities it's just a bunch of guys. Like, I'm sure
there's
there's athletic
We've
guys.
got Bush. See, I can say it.
But see, the thing what you described was, if you're a fan and you go to a wrestling event like that full of old timers, you're going to be a mark. But at the same time, they should recognize the fact that you're part of the crowd that paid their salary. That's what I think.
Not a show, though. Keep that in mind. They're not wrestling.
I know.
Okay.
But that's what I'm trying to wrap my head around.
They're eating steaks and drinking eggs.
That's it.
Yeah,
it's a hotel ballroom with a bunch of guys drinking eggs and chewing steaks.
Motel ballroom.
And when you say ballroom, you just mean the motel bar.
Yeah.
And you paid to go to that?
Yeah, I did.
Next time it's around, we should go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
speaking
it'll
of which,
be double.
Speaking of which, I'm not going to buy the Shield t-shirt.
What?
There's just something weird about having three guys like photorealistic faces on the front of a t-shirt.
They're not on there.
Yeah, I thought you said it was the
no, the Shield. It says the Shield.
Oh,
it's not Molar and Curly.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Oh, even NWO knew to not do that.
Oh, good. Then I might buy it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have our next candidate, of course. I'm not happy about this one. We just mopped the floors recently. We just mopped the floors.
Well, that's the best part is that's why we're recording live from a coal mine.
Well, all right. But we brought all the equipment. We brought everything that we have there. We brought the desk. We brought, all the intercom system. We brought everything. So, all right.
Make way. Make way.
There's nothing in the way.
Make way.
Everyone,
behold.
It's Randy Orton, but
this giant Safeway paper bag.
The candidate, of course, is Randy Orton's feces.
Behold.
Ugh.
Behold.
All right.
Well, Scott Narver, Steve Sears, I present to you.
Yeah.
The illustrious.
Just tip it out. Just tip it. You're holding it.
No. This brown paper.
Safeway bag.
Pagoda.
Shall
house that which came from me, and that which shall rule you.
All right. Look,
Curtain Jerks general manager.
Randy Orton, you've got a minute, or you and your feces, I guess, have a minute. So I'll let the audience know why you should be one of their top 2 favorites.
Why it should be.
Okay. Here you go.
Thank you for this time to share with you what this inside this brown Safeway paper bag can do for
You have a minute.
you.
You only have a minute. I mean, you have less than a minute now if you want to ramp it up.
Free gift bags for you, Scott Narver,
I don't want one.
and you, Steve Sears.
I really don't want one.
A piece of your new general manager in brown paper bags.
No, I'll treat it
A
like
lunch snack for you, if you will.
No, I'll treat it like a job that I see my boss at work and I don't want him to come home with me. I'd prefer that. I really would.
And as general manager, Japanese squat toilets.
No, okay. That is your time. Please take all of this shit with you, and I mean that in the most literal sense possible. Please.
Behold, I am now exiting this coal mine.
You look like you're gonna RKO one of the little shit bags. You're snaking up on it like the Viper, and you're gonna
RKO.
God, there is shit everywhere that
God just
exploded.
exploded at the end.
Asshole.
Oh.
Asshole.
That's where your general manager came from.
Okay. Goodbye, Randy Orton. Well, I'm glad we're not at the headquarters today to be...
Yeah, and that's why we're recording a coal mine. You know what I like about Randy Orton? He
No.
can just bust that RKO out of nowhere. You just never see it coming.
He can, but now I got shit all over my
I mean,
shirt.
he didn't do the 5 moves leading up to it, but I like when he really busts it out of nowhere. And especially when shit explodes everywhere. Unexpected. Horrendous, but unexpected.
I'd watch it on pay-per-view, not be there live.
Yeah.
That's how I'd prefer to experience that, not like how we did today. God.
It's kind of like Ric Flair elbow dropping his suit jacket.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it
because
is.
shit doesn't fly out of it, Steve.
Good point.
Thank you. It's time for jerk tweets, everybody. Go to twitter.com.
Hey. You should be excited about that.
I am.
Or is it
I'm
a
covered in
relief?
shit.
It's a relief that it's
It
jerk
is
tweets.
relief.
Yeah.
It feels like I'm just taking a big shit. Go to twitter.com/curtainjerks and send us your hashtag jerk tweets. Every week, we talk about things that are, of course, wrestling related. Or if you have other questions too, you can do that. So the first one here is from Brian Spoon 79. We'll post this on our Facebook page, but it's a twit pic. I'm assuming from Mr. Jack Swagger, because it's a meme that is of Zeb Coulter and Jack Swagger
Against a green screen.
Yes, and on the top half it says breaks kayfabe, so they're in front of a green screen, and then on the bottom it's his mugshot and it says "and the law." So, I guess someone, if not Swagger, tweeted out those vignettes that they do of the "Don't Tread on Me," the "We the People."
Zeb Coulter videos.
Yes, that they're not in front of a fence outdoors, and there's not real wind. It's in a studio, and it's fake.
Maybe someone forgot to Photoshop those pictures and like, yeah, did you get those Zeb Coulter, Jack Swagger pictures? Oh yeah, they're right here. It's like, all right, just send them out to the internet. Yeah, you got it. Hey, wait, should we Photoshop them? Wait, what? Did you send them? Yeah.
Oh no! What'll the universe think? So it's weird because I saw this photo and then I saw one of the promo videos. And yeah, there is wind, and they treat it like they're outside, and it is a really, really tall fence when you think about it. That's all wood posts.
That's the other thing I didn't understand.
like
is
they're in a fort.
How do they always find a shed to stand behind?
That's a big ass shed.
Yeah,
That's a barn at that point.
that's got like a riding
That's
mower
like a
in it.
Walking Dead barn where
Yeah.
the family's inside.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I haven't even seen that episode. I've been told
Read
that
the
like 4
graphic-
times.
You live where the graphic novels are.
Yeah, a bookstore.
It's called a graphic novel store, bro.
Golden Apple comic books in Los Angeles.
You're welcome, Golden Apple. You need the business.
Yeah.
No, you don't. You're doing very well for yourself.
Stay out of the hentai aisle. That's where my sleeping bag is.
So that Jack Swagger, as weird as things are going for him, he's untouchable. This guy. He's a golden goose.
The golden goose laying golden eggs. You know, they really just are building him up for Mania. Or do you see this going on forever? Do you see this wrestling gimmick going on forever,
I
Scott?
don't know. I think they're going to take a season break.
Yeah.
I would have thought he got in trouble at this point. Apparently, no. It's weird to think that he got busted for having weed and doing all that, but had it been in his system, he would have been suspended because he broke the wellness policy.
Yeah, that's interesting.
But
I
instead,
hadn't thought about it that way.
The law caught him.
Yeah.
So nope.
Yeah. Whoever the WWE sheriff is, it's like, all right, I'm keeping my eye on you. And then the police are like, no, wait, what do you have all this stuff? Boom, arrested.
Yeah. But no, if it was at work, totally different.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it.
It's like HR is sniffing around, like, hey, I need you to pee in this cup. Pee in it.
Please pee in it.
Please. Looks like apple juice, does not taste like it.
Why do I say the at part?
How do we transition from pee drinking jokes immediately?
Well, easy. It goes to the funniest wrestling memes on the planet. Wrestling memes. Wrestling_memes. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter. Wrestling meme says, I can't be the only one thinking curtain jerks should have Glenn Beck on their next show. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Well, we know what you mean. We know what you mean. Say no more. Say no more.
Sex.
What? I don't want to have sex right now.
Yeah.
Number one, because you're a guy, Steve. And number two, we're recording a podcast.
Oh, I thought the hint, hint, nudge, nudge. You made also the fist motion where then you rubbed your fingers across your knuckles and then you whistled and then flicked your own nose once.
Yeah, that's just so we have a really good podcast.
Oh, okay. That was just
I'm
a good lecture.
superstitious.
Yeah, it wasn't you weren't making the sexy time. The yes.
Huh?
Whoop. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ooga.
No, this is in refer. I'm assuming he's referring to the original, not the Simpsons version of it, the Monty Python.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yes. Yeah.
So
luckily we already booked Glenn Beck because we were ahead of the curve on everybody on this one.
Michael Cole can't get Glenn Beck. He tried all he could. He's like it's a pathetic version of I hit the mic.
Oh, it's because you're so excited.
Michael Cole was trying to be like DX invading WCW, and it was so lackluster and not
corporate
exciting
and weird.
If you've seen that video out there, but no, we know Glenn Beck. Like we can get him on the podcast. We can practically get anybody on the podcast.
Have Diet Cokes with Glenn Beck like once a year, and that's today.
And sadly I don't know most of the stuff he's talking about. I'm not a very
well, you know what? You're lucky that because you're not on a professional level. Like we don't talk politics or business with Glenn Beck. We can actually hang out with him.
Yeah, we talk Thai food mostly.
Yeah, and he farts.
Well, okay, Steve, explain this a little bit with this whole Glenn Beck, Swagger, Zeb Coulter situation of what's been going on for.
I try to keep up to date with current events.
Yes.
As much as wrestling events
and movie releases
and releases in general.
Uh-huh.
And so Zeb Coulter made he made that splash, and he sort of was. A lot of people were making the Tea Party connection, and I believe who reached out to who first? Glenn Beck picked up on it.
I don't know.
Man, I didn't keep up to date with this.
I assumed WWE wanted to talk to him first.
Yeah, I think he made mention of it. Yeah. No, I
probably crossed his radar.
Yeah, somebody tweeted at Glenn Beck,
and then it's like, all right, well, they should all talk to each other.
I think Ricardo Rodriguez tweeted at Glenn Beck first, or something weird like that, and then Glenn Beck refused.
Was it Hornswoggle? Hornswoggle didn't get in on this.
I think Hornswoggle put on his Cronkite hair, and he said, hold on a second. I don't know.
Little sausage fingers.
Indeed, sir. Perhaps we can discuss this like politicians.
Well, all right. So clearly everybody wants to hear what Glenn Beck has to say about this whole Swagger thing, and they wanted them to talk.
Oh, but that's the thing is Glenn Beck said he didn't want to have anything to do with the WWE, and then he did a 13-minute segment on his radio show, which a lot of people are supposing saved Jack Swagger's push, because Jack Swagger gets busted. And then Glenn Beck does a 13-minute segment about WWE about Jack Swagger's character. So it's one of those things where if there's any sort of outside news coverage for WWE that isn't about a death or a drug overdose or something terrible, I feel like they're foaming at the mouth because they're like, ooh, the real world, they know about us. We're not just a freak show of carnivals, you know?
Well, let's call him up. Let's call up Glenn.
All right, okay, let's see. Oh, I should just put him on speakerphone because I've got him on my phone.
Well, there you go. All right.
We should also point out that whatever his politics are and whatever our politics are, blah 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 blah. It's like a DVD commentary on a DVD.
Yeah, it's your fault.
Yeah, it's all your fault. Listeners, it's your fault. It's your fault. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's ringing.
Hello?
Glenn? Glenn, is this Glenn Beck?
Yes, why is Steve Sears calling me?
Well, it's Steve Sears and Scott Narver with Curtain Jerks. We wanted to have you on the podcast and talk to you about this whole WWE development.
Yeah, hey Glenn, how you doing? I was wondering if you could just talk about it a little more and let us know what's going on.
I guess you could say I feel a little invaded, and perhaps, like, my privacy has been exposed.
Your privacy's been exposed. You talked about it on the radio.
I know, but anytime a slimy jerkface like Michael Cole comes into your place of work, it kind of feels like you've been violated.
You feel you've been violated by, as you refer to, a slimy jerkface that is Michael Cole?
I understand that he might be better on location than outside of the ring, but I feel like he stepped into my place of work and took a big hairy dump on my marble floor.
Well, Michael Cole actually used to be a journalist, like a legit journalist. I believe he did some wartime stuff, and he was a news guy.
An old-timey newspaper man?
Well, I don't know, maybe more modern day news. I'm not really sure. Why is that? Do you judge him for that?
Yes. I don't read.
You don't read?
When I do
Glenn
read,
Beck, you're saying you don't read?
I read only what people read to me, and then I decide how I feel about it. And then I tell everyone how they should feel about it.
Well, all right. Have you read anything about Zeb Coulter and Jack Swagger of the WWE?
I don't like them.
You don't like them?
No, I don't even like the WWE. I avoid them like the plague.
Well, everyone avoids the plague, to be fair.
Well, to be honest, how often are people encountering the plague?
I don't know. I have never encountered it myself. I saw Outbreak and it seemed like it struck wide there.
Patrick Dempsey.
Yes, Patrick Dempsey and an Outbreak monkey. Let me ask you this, Glenn Beck. Do you like Alberto Del Rio?
I don't even know who that is.
You don't know who Alberto Del Rio is?
I don't even know who Alberto Del Rio is. In fact, I don't know anything about the WWE, Scott. I find its programming to be vile.
Vile?
Poorly constructed.
So you don't care for professional wrestling is what you're saying?
I didn't say that.
Oh, do you like TNA? Do you like Impact Wrestling?
I don't know what that is either.
Well, TNA is another company that has wrestling.
Scott, if it's not ECW, I'm not interested.
Wait, Glenn Beck, you mean to tell me you're a huge ECW fan?
I'm the biggest ECW fan.
Wait a second. Hold on. What's your
Mike Awesome.
Mike Awesome?
Mike Awesome.
Why is Mike Awesome your favorite wrestler?
He's tall, like me.
You're tall?
I believe so.
When we always hang out, we're always sitting down.
It's true.
You get there first. You always get there first. You always act like, you try to get there early.
And we always eat at that restaurant with wheelchairs.
Yeah, the Thai place, Palms.
That way no one has to stand up.
Well, all right, this is a big revelation. So, okay, you don't like most professional wrestling. You liked ECW.
I didn't say that. I like professional wrestling. ECW.
Okay, so you like your stuff hardcore.
The hardest of hardcore.
So you like Mike Awesome. So you're a Paul Heyman guy.
I guess you could say I'm a Paul Heyman guy.
Do you own that shirt?
No, but I made my own shirt. Glenn Beck is a Paul Heyman guy.
Well, what if other people wanted to have that shirt? Or is it exclusive only to you?
You can find it on my website, glennbeck.org/funzone.
Oh, okay. Well, Glenn, is there anything else you want to say? I don't know, about the Tea Party or the WWE or anything else that you need to get out there, or people need to understand, that wrestling fans should understand?
I'm waiting for another ECW pay-per-view, but I don't know when it's going to come on.
I got to break it to you, Glenn. The ECW went out of business. WWE bought them out.
That sounds like something the establishment Republicans and the liberal left has been jamming down our throat for years. We need another ECW pay-per-view.
There were only 2 one-night stands. There's not going to be another one-night stand.
ECW's December to Dismember was something I remembered.
Did you enjoy that pay-per-view?
It was the best.
Okay, well, if you thought that was the best, I don't know if we can keep talking to you. Otherwise, our fans may riot.
I don't know. I believe Shelly Martinez should put on some sweatpants.
What? You think she should wear more clothes?
Yes.
She's gorgeous and needs to wear less clothes.
The Tea Party is the future, Scott.
I don't like this Tea Party, Glenn. I don't like this Tea Party. Click. I said click way after I hung
Yeah,
up
I
on
was
him.
about to say that was you just hung up on Glenn Beck.
Fuck that guy.
Hey, take it easy, man. How bad?
Shelly Martinez should wear more clothes.
I-
I was being nice.
That was
Fuck him.
You were a very nice guy, but I think that was one of the most badass things I've ever seen you say. Is I don't like this tea party. It's like you are at a tea party and you were like, "Good day, sir."
Don't have me hang around your little girl that's 4 or 5 years old, because I will tell her if I don't like her fucking tea party.
And I don't like this teddy bear in the corner who keeps staring at me with his dead button eyes.
Fuck you, Teddy. Fuck you. Rip off his head. Yeah.
Throwing invisible tea in a little girl's face. Yeah!
Scream! Scream for me! That blinded you!
Leave me alone.
Well, sorry. We got one more jerk tweet here. I was going to go right into our next guest. I do that every time. Chris Bickley 5. With WWE rolling out lots of films, what movies and plots would you create, and which wrestler or wrestlers would star in it? He's after a film name, a storyline, and wrestlers involved.
We've done this before,
Yeah,
but it's super fun.
Yeah, there's always more movies to be made. With
I think this is a good plug for our Curtain Jerks Gets Jerked, the Chaperone Gets Jerked, the Triple H movie.
Yes.
Our review of it.
Yes.
Because that was a good one in that, which was I wanted to see Triple H as a bank robber, but every time he talked to someone, he just punched them in the face, which would be a great movie.
And their caveman one.
Oh, where
Or
he's
the time traveler.
Satansaurus Rex?
Yeah.
Where he's a caveman barbarian. He comes to modern day New York to fight a giant dinosaur.
But you got another one.
Yeah, I was thinking. We're talking about the Shield earlier.
Yes.
I'd like to see one where it's kind of like a Sancho or Blue Demon sort of style wrestling movie, where it's wrestlers go on adventure during the day, and then at night they go to the arena because they have to wrestle a match. And so, say you take the John Cena, Sheamus, Ryback versus the Shield match. And that's the match at night. But during the day, the Shield is like a private military contracting force, and they got guns, and they're like breaking in, and they're saving hostages, or they're taking out drug lords or gangsters or whatever. And then they've got to cut across town to get to the arena to do a match. So you have like 2 or 3 matches throughout the movie, but then you have an overarching sort of story arc where they're being badasses during the day. Would you watch that?
What would you call it?
The Shield, I guess.
And then Shield. And do you have another name actor in it?
Yeah, we would have Gary Oldman as the bad guy.
Oh, Gary Oldman.
Yeah,
All right.
as the mayor.
All right. I got one.
Okay.
It's a remake.
Okay.
All right. Now, the original movie I love. It's one of my favorite movies. Life is Beautiful. La Vita e Bella. Roberto Benigni.
Yeah.
You know this movie, World War II?
Yeah, I've never seen it, but I've heard great
You've
things
never
about
seen
it.
it?
I've always wanted to see it.
All right. Well, see, this movie, it's what I do is I revamp it.
All right.
I bring it to American audiences.
Okay.
But I keep that Italian flavor.
Gotcha.
You got your Roberto Benigni, a huge Italian comedy star.
Is there any Italian comedy star that can match Roberto Benigni?
Santino Marella.
Ah, indeed.
Yes, you have Santino Marella, who's going after this beautiful woman, and they end up together, and they have this child. But World War II, Nazis. That happens just like in Life is Beautiful.
But in America?
Yep. In America. And, you got your head Nazi there, who is, of course, played by Vince McMahon, because it's only fair that he be in a movie every so often.
I'd like to see Vince McMahon in more movies.
So you got that going on, and you got Santino trying to keep his son happy, but meanwhile they're captured by the Jews, and, everybody's being executed. But it's a film with heart, and then I'd call it Life is a Son of a Gun.
Wonderful.
Thank
That's wonderful. Can I do a few more, some quick ones?
A few more? All right.
This is something I actually want to do at some point. I wanted to write a script for Smash TV. And this was back, I wanted to do this several years ago, but I wanted
The classic video game
the
made
classic
by
video
Midway.
game by Midway. I wanted Chris Jericho and Chris Benoit to be player 1 and player 2.
Ooh, I think player 2 is out of order.
You mean African American?
Huh?
Oh. Well, like
What?
if you were to base it on box art, the player 1 is a white guy in blue,
No,
and
I
then
meant
player
out
2
of
is
order because he's dead.
yeah, you can't do it. You can't. But I wanted to do. I think you have 2 wrestler guys, and you have like this sort of.
All right, Mr. Hollywood.
You got 2 wrestler guys, all right? Some wrestling types, and then it's like you got a real Running Man vibe, but you have it in the live studio audience, and then you have Ryback now as Mutoid Man or whatever.
Right.
I think that'd be pretty awesome.
Okay.
And then the other one.
Wait,
was-
who's player 2 now?
Well, I guess because it's Chris Jericho, if you really want to do it like the box art, if Chris Jericho is player 1, and then player 2 would be like Titus O'Neil.
Okay.
Or
what about the Pope, D'Angelo De Niro?
He would be perfect.
Yeah.
He'd be perfect. You're good. You're really good.
I'm good.
And then the other one I wanted to do was you do a Die Hard, but with like Paul Heyman as the Hans Gruber.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it's John McClane.
No, God, no. Yippee-yi, motherfucker. Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman is one of those guys that I would love to see him in a movie as a bad guy, like talking into a phone.
He's in Rollerball.
Pointing
He's the
towards.
commentator.
No, not even. I want to see him pointing towards doors.
He's got a hefty part in
where
that.
all these bad guys have to run towards the door and like shoot out and stuff like that. I want him to see him giving orders,
Like he does on Raw.
Yeah, and then
CM Punk.
another movie would be great is if you have a cutaway to the president and it's just Vince McMahon. How awesome would that be?
That'd be
like
pretty cool.
any movie at all, and it's like,
Hopefully-
get me the president, and it's Vince McMahon.
I'd prefer it to be a Disney cartoon.
Oh, just a voice?
No, I'd prefer it to be a Disney cartoon, and then they say, call the president, and then it's Vince McMahon
Live
in
action?
real life. Yeah.
I like it. That's such a classic Disney moment where they would cut to live action. That'd be awesome. Or, Jesus Christ, the Battle of the Century, Walt Disney fighting Vince McMahon. I don't know why. Just it would be so cool. They do like the body capture stuff with
Sure. Yeah, I'm sure a celebrity death match would be all over that.
Yeah.
So we can revamp that show for that. Well, our next guest, like I said before, the guy's untouchable. Well, let's bring him in now, Jack Swagger.
Jack, thank you for joining us. Welcome to
Steve Scrotum.
Dark
Scott
Swagger.
Nutsack.
How you doing, buddy?
How are you guys?
It sounds like you are back on track.
You can't touch me. I'm untouchable. Go ahead and try and touch me. You can't touch me.
Oh man, you just
Well,
you're just jumping around.
Can't touch me.
Just put that mic down, and I'm gonna get you.
You know what they did to me? You know what they did to me?
What they do to you?
You know what they did to me?
What
You
did
know
they
what
do
Vince
to you?
McMahon did to me?
What do you do?
Give me your hand.
What? Did,
Give me your hand. Give me your hand.
Oh,
That's what they did.
You just slapped me on my wrist.
That's what they did. That's all I got. I can do anything. I can murder bitches.
Jeez, put that gun down.
I can murder you right now.
Please don't.
I can do it.
Please don't.
You know what'll happen?
What?
It'll get me votes for Curtain Jerk's GM.
Well, I'm glad that you're still focusing on us and not your WrestleMania push.
Hey.
Thanks for holstering that.
No problem. Look, WrestleMania, Curtain Jerk's GM, I can have it all. My time started already. I say so.
Yeah, I'll say. But
I got everything. I got it all. People want me to be in everything that they want. Kids want me for birthday parties. I'll be there. I'll smash their pinatas.
can we get a proton pack for our kid brother?
What?
What?
Are you trying to quote Ghostbusters 2?
Maybe.
All right. Look.
Hey, let me pause your time for a
You're
second.
pausing my time.
I'm pausing your time.
I'm pausing your time.
No,
Steve
I don't want.
Scrotum.
I'm pausing your time so you don't lose it because I want to talk to you, Jack.
Don't talk to me.
But please, come on.
I'm
You're a big deal now.
I'm
We
putting
have
on my sunglasses.
No, come on.
I'm putting my hair down in front of my face.
Come on.
I'm putting down my hair in front of my face.
No, Jack. Look, I was
Am
pausing.
I sleeping? Am I sleeping?
I don't know, Jack.
Am I sleeping?
Jack, wake up. Jack, I wanted to pause your time because you're a big deal now, and now we get a chance to
I'm a
talk to you.
huge deal.
Yeah, you're a huge deal.
I'm gonna be world heavyweight champion.
Do you feel like perhaps this sudden push and maybe all this power has perhaps
Sudden
gone to your
push.
head?
Sudden push. This was coming all the time. Just when I wasn't on TV, doesn't mean there's no push.
Well, you've gone from a
Ladies are constantly pushing themselves on me.
really.
Yeah. Oh, get away from me, darling. If there's a woman there, that's what I say to her.
That's a pile of coal.
I know, and it wants to have sex with me,
Uh,
and I will let it.
no, don't. All right, you know what? I'm on pause. Your time is back.
I'm
on.
gonna have it all. People are gonna vote for me because they love my personality. They love what I have to say, no matter what I say.
Yeah.
Dutch loves hearing me speak all the time.
Dutch?
People love. They say, Jack, we just say stuff, and I'll say, sure, I'll say stuff to you right now. I got the time. I'll tell you some stories. I'll spin you some yarns. Whatever you want.
What kind of clam chowder do you like?
Oh, I love red.
That's so gross.
I like the red kind.
Whoever says red.
I do.
Oh, all right, I believe you.
Because it's dark. I like the red clam chowder.
Red clam chowder makes you feel dark because it's gross.
You're gross. You're gross.
I don't-
Scrotum and Scott Nutsack.
Scott,
Vote for me. You know you want me to carry
I don't
this
even
to
know
you.
what you're gonna offer the listeners.
I said what I'm going to offer. I'm going to offer greatness. I'll offer yarns, stories, everything. Vote for me to vote for Jack Swagger. I'm a champion's champion.
Well, that's your time. Well, Ben, that was super concise, even with the pausing and the unpausing.
Yeah. He's if I could vote, I might vote for Jack.
Scott, he's still standing right behind you.
Well,
He didn't go anywhere. He's just standing right behind
I know
you.
that explains why my neck is so wet. Raw happened, and there were some big things that happened, Steve.
I missed it.
I know, and that's why I'm gonna tell you what happened right now.
Tell me what happened on that show.
Brock Lesnar came back
Yeah.
during the fight between Paul Heyman
I'm
and Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
What happened in that fight with Paul Heyman? Like in the
Triple H
middle of
came
it?
out. Triple H came out after Brock Lesnar came out and threatened Vince, and then Triple H came out and had a huge wet spot on his ass, which I still don't understand why.
Wait, who? Triple H did?
Yep.
What was he wearing?
Jeans. So no, it's not the water pouring down and then getting on his jeans. It's like right center on his like a donut of wetness on his ass.
Really?
Yeah.
Should we get a video capture of this and put it on the old Facebook?
It's on there.
Oh, really?
It's out there. I haven't put it on there myself, but it's out there. So he throws Brock Lesnar into a steel post.
Maybe he was throwing
Cuts
Brock
Brock
Lesnar
Lesnar.
around because he didn't like how Brock Lesnar treated him right before they went out there.
Well,
Maybe Brock was a little rough.
Well, maybe.
It's an anal sex joke.
Oh, gross.
Hey, come on.
Well, he cuts Brock Lesnar open on the ring post on the back of his head. Lesnar bleeds everywhere.
Whoa, really?
And since it's PG, which means parental guidance, the parent should be there.
Watching.
They film Brock in such a weird way because they're trying not to shoot the blood because he's gushing.
So are they shooting from the shoulders and below?
They're shooting the shoulders below, and then they also shoot profile.
Weird.
Yeah, but he gushes, and it's like, yeah, that's what you need. Like, you need blood because now I'm excited because I wasn't so excited after the first match.
Can't they do, like, once WrestleMania, say, I know this is counterproductive, but
So counterproductive.
once they get to WrestleMania, can't they use, don't they go up to TV 14 for pay-per-views, or it's still TV?
I don't know.
I'm trying to remember, because then couldn't they show that in the promos and stuff?
I think they could anyway. I think they're just trying to keep it a certain way.
Yeah.
But
Like, they don't want to shift, like, the boundaries of what they're doing for TV PG. They don't want to push it.
I think it had been the second half of the show. They could have gotten away with more also. But since it was at the beginning, it's like, oh,
So it was
kids
in
are
the
watching.
first 90 minutes of Raw?
Yep.
Wow.
We're a little pressed for time, so I think we got to get in our next guest right now. We got to get in AW here, and AW, of course, the former manager of the Primetime Players, he's always very controversial. So, much like commentaries in politics, everybody listening, it's all your fault. So, AW,
Make way. Hey, how are you?
there's no.
Hey, how
there's
you
no-
doing?
there's
There's
nothing
got a
about-
big old pile of coal on the ground. What do you? That's something in the way.
All right, well, you can walk around it.
Pleasure to see you, baby. How are
Pleasure
you?
to see you.
Good to see you.
Thanks.
Look at these. Look, you want a ring? Here, put this ring on your finger.
You give me a ring?
Yeah, that's a ring for you, Scott Nava.
Have you proposed?
And no. I'm proposing friendship for you, Scott Nava, and proposing some friendship for you, Steve Sears. Here's a ring.
All right. Well, look, you have a minute to
To win it.
All right. Like Eisman could drink about 16 Heineken.
I'm sorry. What?
That's Kid Rock lyrics.
Huh?
Kid Rock?
Oh no! Spit the whole verse at me.
I don't know. the
Yeah,
rest.
you do. Come
I
on.
Don't.
Hit me up.
No, I stopped when if I knew more. I'd
A
do
minute to
more.
win it.
Like Eisman could drink about 15 Heineken.
A what?
Heineken. It's a beer.
Yeah, but who's drinking that Heineken?
Joe C.
Oh, the little guy.
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh man, poor little guy.
Look, AW, you have a minute to tell the Curtain Jerks fan base why you should be in the top two, why they should vote for you for their top two favorites.
All right,
in the
you know what,
finalists.
man? Listen here. I know that I'm a controversial guy, and I know that I'm not a part of WWE programming. I know I haven't made the jump to TNA. A lot of people don't even know that I was a wrestler before I was a manager for
WWE.
What? No. WWE is who I worked for, but I also was managing this group of
Primetime players.
Yeah, some nice brothers.
Yeah.
What was the name?
You
Yeah,
tell
Dan
me.
O'Neill, Titus Young.
Nope,
Yeah, those are
nope,
good guys.
Nope,
Those are good
flip
guys.
it. Flip it.
But
Flip it.
sorry, Titus Young, Darren O'Neill.
No.
Darren O'Neill, Titus Young.
I don't know. You've said it so fast now.
Titus O'Neill, Darren O'Neill.
No, no, that's not it. No, you look.
Hey, how
you're-
much time I got?
You don't have much time left. You got about 20 seconds.
All right, look, I got 3 really, really important policies that I want to bring to Curtain Jerks and the Comedy Podcast Network. I'll be real quick about them,
Okay.
all right? Burger King tracking collars.
What?
Tracking collars for people in the United States. Everybody gets a tracking collar, sponsored by Burger King. If you leave your house at the wrong time, it blows up and it makes your femoral artery go all kaboom.
That seems like a terrible idea, but go on.
Hey. And in conjunction with that, comprehensive education programs in America's prisons. Because when people are in jail, they got to learn new skills, you know?
That seems unfair that, they're in jail and normal people that aren't in jail, their heads could explode if they leave their house at the wrong time.
So baby, don't let your brain take over your heart on this one, all right?
All right.
Here's another one, okay? You ready?
Yeah.
Kill panda bears.
I'm all for that.
Yeah?
Yes.
Good.
I want every panda dead.
They're terrible.
They are terrible. And deranged women become obsessed with them.
You know what? I want to see a panda bear that's red and black instead of white and black because I want to see it bleeding out. Maybe put a Burger King tracking collar on a panda bear.
Well, damn. If I could vote AW, you got my vote.
Oh, well, thank you, because with that would be free museum days. Like on a Saturday, you get to take your whole family to the museum.
Well, no, I don't care for that at all. I don't care for museums.
All right, here we are. Last one. All right,
geez.
ready? Drone strikes on Detroit. U.S.-sanctioned military strikes on Detroit with our own soldiers and those robotic planes that'll shoot down Detroit. We will shoot down Detroit.
Well, I don't know about that one. That's up for the fans to
Don't know about
decide.
that? How about salad bars in public schools so that there's healthy alternative options for lunchtime so our kids aren't getting fat?
Is there nacho cheese?
For the salad bar?
Yeah.
You know it.
Yeah, all right. Okay, you sold me.
Here's another ring.
All right, thank you.
See y'all later.
Bye. Here's a ring for you, Steve.
No, thanks, man. I got 3 rings.
3. I only got 1.
I took one of his.
Oh.
I'm like Robin Hood.
Well,
Prince
another
of
thing.
Thieves.
Another thing that should be mentioned is on TNA Wrestling, on Impact, Hulk Hogan named a new #1 contender for the title that Jeff Hardy holds at Lockdown.
What?
Now, they had many competitors trying to impress Hulk Hogan with a series of matches, and who did he choose?
I don't know. I could guess.
Guess.
Sting?
Incorrect.
Bully Ray.
Yes.
Really?
The guy who was injured and didn't wrestle at all, that is his son-in-law, he chose to be the #1 contender.
And another face, correct?
Yes.
They're all faces. Everyone has faces at TNA.
They all have faces, except for Suicide.
Yeah, but he's got a mask.
I think I see how this is going to play out, which doesn't bother me. 'Cause
How's that?
I think in the execution is where it matters. Lockdown, Bully Ray will win the world title.
Mm-hmm.
They'll all celebrate. They'll be super happy. Then he reveals himself to be leader of Aces and Eights.
Oh,
And then they got
spoiler
the world
alert.
belt.
And then they have the belt, huh?
Yeah.
And Brooke Hogan.
Oh, God.
And she's going to come out in like a leather miniskirt or something so you know she's bad.
Oh, it's so bad.
So bad.
And then she'll sing a bad song.
The Aces and Eights theme song.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Aces
God, that would kill it.
and Eights.
Yeah, it'll be like Thunderball.
Yeah, Jesus. Well, good. I can't believe we just totally buried that entire angle.
Hey, but it's all in the execution and what they do with it later. I
Yeah.
don't think that's necessarily bad if you see it coming. Like, people are seeing Roxana coming, and I know they're upset about it, but it's like, all right, sorry. It could be a really awesome match again.
It's gonna be pretty cool. And The Rock's getting warmed up.
Yeah, he's getting warmed up.
Hey, but he's had 2 matches since then. I think he's gonna be pretty warm.
Well, we got our final candidate. Also a bit of a loose cannon. He's been jumping around off of the coal mine that we're in.
Really?
Yeah. See? You don't
Oh
see-
wow! I see that glint of neon in the distance. It's getting closer, Scott.
Yeah. How
Oh,
about it? My time is now.
Macho Man, thank you for joining
Yeah,
us.
Your
Your minute.
shaking hands,
Yeah,
mega
nice
power.
to meet you. Your minute starts now to make your plate.
Yeah,
Make
okay,
your
all
case.
right. See, okay, I see everything that you got here. See, it's all in disarray. You were in the headquarters, were you not?
Yes, we were.
I answered my own question. I am aware of the answer. You have brought the reception desk here.
Yes.
And I have found a note along with what is inside that chair. Yeah, you seem to think Hulk Hogan still works here. He does not. No. It is a dirty mop filled with coal bits and Randy Orton poops.
Wait a minute,
And
that
it
is
is
not
a
Hulk Hogan?
watermelon painted orange. Yeah.
Oh, that is not Hulk Hogan?
That is your Hulk Hogan. He says he is off GMing all the time at TNA and doesn't want any part of this anymore. He has packed his shit and left.
Wait, are you saying that Hulk Hogan was our former general manager here? I thought he was our
I'm
receptionist.
saying he was your receptionist,
Yeah.
but he is full-time GM, yeah. And what is it was before? Yeah, WrestleMania 3. Oh, Hulk Hogan, big guy, the best, everything. WrestleMania 4, what happens? It's my time.
That's right. It's our
Macho's time, yeah. All the way to WrestleMania 5 where you go, oh, maybe I want Hogan back. No, you don't. You were happy with Macho
More
Man.
Macho Man, please.
You want him. You want where Hogan fails, Macho Man succeeds. Yeah, everybody's more of a Macho Man fan than they are of the Hogan. Nobody else wants poop around here. That's what Randy Orton does. No, I wouldn't let there be poop around here. Stray poops, no thank thank you. Goldust putting fingers in mouths, no thank you. AW saying controversial things being a black guy so we can't say anything about it. No, you go in the basement, lock it up.
Oh, I think you just said that.
What?
You just said all of that stuff.
I'll lock a black guy in a basement. I don't care if he's controversial. I don't care if that statement is controversial. No. Jack Swagger, the guy speaks with a lisp. Don't want any part of it. No, he smokes the weed around here, does the reefer. Don't want any part of that. Don't want legal troubles for you guys.
What
No.
about Laurinaitis?
What about Laurinaitis? I don't want him singing. He's a bad singer. I'll say it. You guys don't say it. He's a terrible singer.
I appreciate it. That's
I'll
the voice
bring
of the people.
joy into your heart. Yeah, I'll sing. I'll sing you guys songs. I don't really sing too much. I'm more of a rapper. Yeah. That's what I do.
Good album.
And any problems, I'll lock it in the basement. And anything too big, then I'll drop an elbow on it.
I like it. It's like you're gonna make it Christmas around here all the time.
Yeah. If you send a bad jerk tweet, I'll call you Natural Butch Reed.
A what?
On Twitter. I'll call you Natural Butch Reed. You take it for what it is.
What a burn.
Yeah, well, it's a burn, all right. I'll burn you from both ends. Yeah, your butthole and your mouth will be bleeding.
Well, Macho Man, you just came in here and totally killed it. I know for me, you've really taken the lead in terms of who I'm voting for.
Ooh, controversial. You skewing the votes, huh?
No. I'm just
Skewer.
I vote as well as Scott votes, and we just we put our votes in.
Oh, hey, how about it? Hey, look, a squirt.
Squirt can. That's right.
I'm gonna drink this squirt.
Well,
yeah,
careful.
how about it?
It might not be as refreshing as you think. It could be kind of citrusy.
Ooh, that's citrusy. Yeah. Wow, that is time. We had so much more to talk about. We have the other things, the Punk Cena match that had happened. I'll tell you this, Steve. Hurricane Ranas and pile drivers.
I'm going to be looking forward to this.
Pile drivers.
Pile driver.
Oh, man.
Hit 'em with a pile driver.
So I'm excited. We got Bully Ray going in lockdown as #1 contender. We've got old school Raw happening next week on Raw. There'll be a lot of stuff to talk about, and we're going to have our 2 finalists. Vote for your top 2 favorites. Of course, again, if you need those contenders again, here they are. They are Randy Orton's Feces, John Laurinaitis, Jack Swagger, Goldust, AW, and Macho Man Randy Savage. Go to Twitter, Facebook, and curtainjerks@gmail.com. Cast your 2 top favorites.
Your
Vote
voice
for those
counts.
2. Yes,
Vote or die.
Vote or die, motherfucker, vote or die. So vote for those 2, and next week we'll have the finalists for you for Curtain Jerks GM. And for this week, Curtain Jerks, I'm Scott Narver.
And this awesome music.
Yeah.
And I'm Steve Sears.
Enjoy your wrestling, kids.
Scott, what a great show today.
One of the best, always the best.
Great bests.
If you want to get interactive with Curtain Jerks, which I know you do, Steve.
Absolutely. That would be another great best thing to do.
Go to facebook.com/Curtain Jerks.
Hey, that's a great place to see photos of you with wrestlers and interact with
stupid.
us. The
I look
hosts.
stupid.
Hey, you look pretty classy.
But yeah, get interactive with us. You can talk with us on there. We post matches, photos, videos, all kinds of stuff.
Is there another way we can interact with our fans?
We can interact with all these jerks at Twitter. Twitter.com/Curtain Jerks.
What a great Twitter handle.
We tweet all the time.
We
love
tweet at
the
breakfast.
tweets.
We do live tweets of shows, live tweets of live events.
I should wake up for breakfast.
Yeah, you should. You could tweet it.
And of course, listening to Curtain Jerks is massively important. Listen to Curtain Jerks on comedypodcastnetwork.com, Stitcher Radio, and iTunes. All free.
Rate and review us on iTunes. Makes a big difference to
That's
us.
huge.
Yeah,
That's huge.
fantastic.
It makes us a global phenomenon.
You have received this transmission from the Comedy Podcast Network. For more shows, visit comedypodcastnetwork.com.